Okay, I think we're live. Let's check it out. Yeah, we're live. Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Greg here. OJCs. I've just got like a string of names. Hang on. Oh man, total rookie mistakes. It's been a while, huh? I'm out of practice. I'm really out of practice doing this thing. Anyhow, I just got back from London a couple days ago. So I've got a big stack, let's see, of records that I wanted to show. Here's just a few of them. And here's a few more. Voila. Okay. So when I start boring myself, I'll probably pull those out. But let's see if anyone's around. It's kind of early. I'm here in France, right? So that's what, 6 hours ahead of East Coast of the US and Canada. And yeah, so I've been in France for 3 months. I haven't been doing as much YouTube stuff because I killed my camera. I moved here and then I just left it on the couch and I flopped down and it went flying up and crashed. So um hey Dagon, how's it going? Sorry, I'm a little slow today. It's been a little while. It's been a little while since I've operated this machinery. It's kind of difficult, isn't it? Right. Anyway, good morning to you, Dagon studios. So what was I saying? So I killed my camera. And so because of that, I haven't really been doing too much. I don't like to use my laptop so much. I find it's really difficult. And I don't know about everyone else, but I'm kind of like a multi-screen kind of guy now. So if I have just one screen, I start to kind of sweat and, you know, fuck things up, basically. So good stuff. All right. So that's part of the reason why you kind of haven't been hearing from me so much lately. And also I've just been super busy, right? Like fixing up an entire house, renting out a house back in Canada, and then arriving here with 2 cats. That was fucking crazy. On Air Canada. That's not fun. Don't take your cats on Air Canada. Am I allowed to say that? It's hard to know what you can say these days, right? But they didn't make it easy. And then they kind of counted the cats, even though you paid more to bring the cats on, right? As as luggage, as one of your luggage, right? So it's just thanks. If you want to come up, Dagon, let me know. Yeah, so totally suck, right? So you pay them like $100 to bring the cat on, but then you can't bring any carry-on with you, right? The cats count as carry-on. I'm like, well, why do I have to pay for that? Just waiting for people to pile in, hopefully to pile in. Maybe for a couple people to show up, and then yeah, Rich, I'll answer your question. But I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I've been to London so much that kind of the West End record stores. I always feel like they're. I don't know about what you think, Rich, but always a little pick through. You know, you got to get there at the right time, just like anything, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of tiring on the West End record stores, like Reckless and whatever. So I only went down there kind of once this time, but I think I did pick up a few things down in the West End. I usually stay in the East End of London, so but I'll talk about that in a little bit. What else have I got going on? Yeah, so the cats, yeah, that took forever. Took forever, right? Just to argue with the Air Canada staff, like, hello, because I've got my bag. That's not it, actually. But I got my bag with all my like professional gear on, right? In rather. my like 4K camera because I'm over here doing a couple short films. So I got to carry that on. I'm not. It's on a backpack, so I'm not gonna like throw that underneath the plane, right? In the cargo bin with all the dogs peeing and all the mean people who put their cats underneath there. um. Anyway. All right. What do we got? Let me go. Let me try to interact a little bit more. People might be sleeping. What do you mean? People might be sleeping. What else we got here? Have you been to Rise Above Records? Um, doesn't uh doesn't ring a bell actually, Rich. Rise Above Records. Where do you want to let me know where that is? I may have gone there. There's what London's like, right? There's not a lot of signs. It's the cooler it is, the less signage there is, right? Or it's signage from another bygone era. Anyway, so yeah, so the cats are fine. Finally got here. We drugged them. I should have taken some of the drugs because it was super stressful. And yeah, and so that was June, and so ever since then we've been fixing up the house here, and I'm just starting to kind of get back on my feet, get back to work. So I was over in London for the first couple weeks. Um, in London for the first couple of weeks of September. So I just got back. When did I get back? Like last week. Doing quite a bit of work at a couple of the research libraries there. But every 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I kind of cut away and checked out some record stores. And then what else is happening? And then so yeah, I'm here for the year in France. I'm about an hour outside of Lyon. And just to answer your question, and so yeah, I've just got these kind of short visits and trips that I'm doing, including this one up to London. Anyway, why don't I should I start to show some stuff? Maybe I'll start to show some stuff. See how that goes. Here, let me put a link down in case anyone wants to come up. Present or invite. How about? There we go. Okay. So John, if you want to come up, or Rich, whatever. So the other thing about moving is, of course, all my records are back in Toronto. I'm going to say I've got about 1,500 albums back home. And I think here I had about 6. But yeah, so got a nice Sansui preamp, and went through a few turntables, but it's got it all set up. A Thorens 160 TD 160, is that right? And it took me a while to kind of set that up. It needed some cleaning, what have you, but it's all good now. Anyway, has anyone heard of Ruby Rushton? This is the main dude from Ruby Rushton. Actually saw him. He also goes by the name of Tenderlonius. Let's see what it says on the back. Tenderlonius. Is that Tenderlonius? And his real name is Ed Cawthorne. I don't think I even knew that. Anyway, I saw Tenderlonius at the London Jazz Festival last year. So this is just a what would you call that? An EP with 2 tracks on it. Oops. A and B side. So this is fun. Yeah, it's more jazz funk. He plays sax and the flute, I think, on the second track. Carlo Levadi, apparently. He plays flute, and it's awesome. It's super awesome. So I've got one of his other albums, I think, or one of the other Ruby Rushton, which is the group here. I think I bought it about 5 years ago, but I think he's got about maybe three LPs out. Stream it and tell me what you think. But UK band. So actually, I got that one down at Sounds of the Universe. Actually, Rich, I don't know if you go down there, but that's a let's have a look. Sounds of the Universe. What are we talking about? I just want to kind of show people. Whoop. Is that a bit better? Not really. It's worse, isn't it? Okay. This is the problem when you go to London a lot. You kind of pin the other people do this, pin stuff here, there, and everywhere. This is the river, obviously. Big Ben here, London Eye. And this is the West End. Let's see if we can find it in between. Now you can kind of see all the fun places I go to and the pubs I go to. Here we go. We're coming right down. Sounds of the Universe right here, which is just off of, that's Dean. What's this one? I think it's Wardour Street, isn't it? Sometimes I just don't like to put, it is. Yeah, Wardour Street. Right here. And then Berwick is where you can find a couple others. So Sounds of the Universe, I used to go there quite a bit, more like 10 years ago. And they used to have a great jazz collection down in the basement. Um, and now it's mostly kind of new stuff, I'm gonna say, right? Um, but if you're looking for, some of this stuff, right? Some of the new releases, it's not a bad place to go. Yeah, it's all new stuff, isn't it? Isn't it, Rich? The prices actually are not that bad for new stuff, particularly UK stuff. But I find that it's a bit weird. Like from compared to Canada, I feel like the albums, again, except for the kind of the local bands in London, it's pretty much the same price, only in pounds, which for us Canadians means it's twice the price, right? So all the new stuff, all the new Blue Note reissues, right? That stuff is, it's like 39 pounds, and back home it's $39, Canadian dollars too, not American dollars. So it's so yeah, and the same thing here in France, right? You go to a decent record store, and a lot of the reissues and new stuff is pretty much the same. It's the same number when it's in euros. So anyway, so I find that I'm just super super choosy when I'm when I'm flipping through the albums. What else? Anyway, so these record stores here in the West End, Reckless and Sister Ray and Sounds of the Universe, they're not what they used to be. They're right in a very touristy part of London. I've seen a lot of folks from the U.S. and Canada when they go to London, they tend to almost always go to this part of London. Again, it's not what it used to be. The used selection is not great. The 45s are a bit better because you tend to find a lot of stuff that you can't in other parts of the world, right? But yeah. Anyway, so that's not really kind of my bag anymore. Okay, I think I was there for 2 weeks, and I think I went down once. Okay, but let's head over to the east side. So let's open up a little bit. Like normally I would have shot some stuff, going to some of these stores, but again, my camera is dead. Up here, this part of town is called Hackney. And let me zoom out again. So you can kind of see the West End is over here, the financial district over here. And if you kind of head over in this direction, I was staying kind of over here near Haggerston, but if you go up a little bit, you have this area of London called Dalston, which there's some really good live jazz there, actually. And then you have Hackney, right? Or Hackney Central, over on this side. So let's head over to Hackney. There's a nice kind of 10-minute walk from where I was staying. And let me shift this over. Oops, sorry. So Tome Records is a pretty awesome record store. I try to go there at least once or twice every time I'm in London. They have a really good indie collection and kind of one bin of jazz. But I would say that they've got good 3 or 4 bins of used indie. It's really pretty impressive store, I find, and also the prices are decent. So let's zoom back to me a little bit. There we go. So this is one of the few Coltrane LPs that I don't own, and so I thought, okay, well, I guess I could double, my collection and just mirror what I have back home. But where's the fun in that? There's no fun there. Anyway, so those of you who don't shop, yeah, hey Ed, those of you who don't shop necessarily in the UK so much, you do see a lot of these quite thin covers, right? And these folded jackets here, and this is owned by, who's that? BM Creighton. Anyway, so I'm not a big fan. Yeah, not a big fan of kind of the cover. This one is, I'm going to say it's a late 60s. I think it might be a reissue. Anyway, here, let's have a look at the actual vinyl. I love the silver labels. That's how you can tell it's a UK version. But yeah, sounds real good. I think he wanted 20 for it, and I gave him a little bit less than that. But it sounds really good. Definitely more spiritual jazz. It's a posthumous released LP, but Alice Coltrane's on that too. Jimmy Garrison, Rashid Ali. So really quite a killer lineup. There you go. Ed's right. It's a killer album. And now I'm just repeating what Ed has already said. And I'm just repeating what Rich has already said. Was he still alive? Anyway, it's a killer album. I really enjoy that. Okay, so that one I got from Tome. Let's see what else I got here. Okay, this one is pretty unique. Let's see if we can go back to, voila, there we go. Go back to the map. Okay, so we're still in the Hackney Central here, which is on the Overground line. So it's easy to get to. If you walk through the High Street here, the main part of the downtown area of Hackney. That doesn't really make sense, does it? You have a great store, and I've talked about this before. Sorry, folks, just getting buzzed. I think this is my favorite store in all of London. I don't know what you think, Rich, but let's talk a little bit about, actually, did that one come from, hey, Dagon, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good. I'm trying to figure out where I got this album from. Actually, I'm wrong. Let me just talk about this album a bit, John, and then we'll chat. Okay, so this one.
Where are you right now?
Is actually from Dalston. From this shop here called. No, not that. There we go. Eldica Records. Also, really interesting place in the Dalston area of Hackney. Highly recommend it. A lot of shaggy covers. Like there are very few things are. Very few things are actually in plastic. But I got this. Have you ever seen anything like that, John? This is a Soviet LP. Although Allegro Jazz Band doesn't sound very Soviet, does it?
Did you have that on Instagram? I thought it looks familiar.
Yeah. I posted on Instagram
Yeah,
because I think it's
right.
the only Soviet LP that I have. Look at the back. There's a little bit of water damage on there, but you can kind of see
Yeah, that's really cool.
yeah, the language in the bottom. Let me have a look. And it kind of sounds like um, hey, concert buddy. It kind of sounds like Herbie Hancock a little bit. Like I'm sure
Really?
Herbie
It
Hancock
was probably
was in
it's my favorite pianist.
yeah. There we go. Isn't it
Cool.
great? So my experience, I have some East Bloc, some kind of Polish and East German uh, LPs, but they never sound really good. Do you have anything, John, from that region?
I don't have anything. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just here to look at my hat. No, I don't have any, but I know not to name drop, but Paul Breakfast King, he's yeah, he's got a ton of such interesting, not just jazz stuff from Eastern Bloc, but all sorts of stuff. But I need another few lifetimes to just listen to the playlists he sends me. It's like,
This is Detroit, Paul.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I did a stream with him once, and I was like, "Hey, let's get together and talk about our punk rock." I was getting ready
yeah,
to what the kids say, to flex a little bit. So I kind of put together my things to show, and then he showed up, and he was just like,
yeah. I never know what to say. He's been on my show too, and every single thing he picks up, I'm like, never seen it, never seen it. Not that I know everything, but it's like I've never seen anything. It's like never seen it. It's like
"Yeah,
a little bit jealous in a way.
that's cool."
But I
Well,
mean, he gets some of the stuff such good prices too. I mean, I don't. I'm not talking
well,
hookers.
Detroit. When's the last time you were down
Oh,
there?
in the late '90s probably.
Yeah.
Long
Did you
time.
still live down in Windsor or that part of Ontario or London?
Um, I was from Thunder Bay, but I lived in Toronto for a long time. But I've been out here since like 90, 92, long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Breakfast King's got some cool stuff. But yeah, for me, I don't have a lot. Do you see a lot of that stuff around on your travels, or
A lot of what stuff? The Russian stuff, or
yeah, or just sort of like more obscure Eastern Bloc
no?
kind of?
No. In fact, I wouldn't have noticed that. The guy kind of, again
Oh,
from Eltica Records, he kind of pulled it. He could kind of see what I was digging for, so he said, "Hey, check this out." And in the end, it was nice because maybe I'll show it a little bit. I kind of packaged it together. Just like, hey, have a look at this. Played it. It sounded really good. So I ended up taking it
sorry.
out.
Where'd you go? Hello. Well, I guess I'm just the show.
Sorry about that.
I could
Exactly.
probably have run with it, but I did just get up. You could put me on the spot there, Greg.
I think I've got like greasy fingers or something, and
Yeah, I know what you mean about the big screens though. Like with my work setup, I've got in front of me, I've got two monitors, but
yeah,
going down to one, sometimes I find that maybe it's just because I'm weird, but I find it a bit of it's a change, yeah.
it is. It is. But that's the first thing I did when I got here in France was go out and got a second screen because I'm just useless, right? I can't do anything.
And they're so
Uh,
cheap now, right?
Yeah,
Well, they
yeah.
can be. I
And
mean, when you get
actually,
an
I got a
Apple
nice
monitor,
4K, screen. So
yeah. Well, I guess doing all that video production and everything, you need something. You don't want a $100
yeah.
Dell
Well,
monitor.
that was the principal reason why. Yeah, I needed
Yeah.
to
Do
be
you
able to see the true color of
do you have a
what's up.
color detectors thing? I used to have one that hangs off. It was so janky, but it hung off my monitor and stuck to my screen. And you'd run a program, and it would color correct your monitor for you. But I don't think it worked very good.
I don't. I
Like it
don't
was
know.
a
I
little
kind of.
device, and it would correct your color for whatever.
It seems like in kind of the film industry that all the things are changing so rapidly, right? Before, I think 2 films ago, I sat in a theater and there was someone right at the front, like a real theater. I was the only person sitting in like a cinema theater, right? And then the color corrector was at the front at a little desk, kind of saying, "How's that, Greg?" Like yelling back, "Is it a little bit? How's the tint?" You know. And I paid something stupid, like $500 an hour, for this person to yell at me.
Oh my
It's kind of
god.
cool, right? But $500 an hour, cool. So,
This isn't the same at all, but it reminds me of this guy I used to know, and he was super into film. He wasn't a cinematographer or anything like you do, but he's like crazy. But I go over there, they'd smoke some dope or whatever. He'd set up, but the same kind of thing, and he would spend hours setting up all of his gear and like tweaking everything and screwing around, and then it'd be like midnight, and I'd be like, I gotta go home and buy. I never watched the movie, but I swear to God, it was every time, but just like into the minutia of like, color temperature or color correcting. It's like, I just want to watch the movie.
No, I feel like, I like to geek out with, stereo equipment and needles and, obviously versions of LPs and stuff like that. I totally like to geek out. But the problem is when you geek out with like cinema cameras, like I was on a shoot last week and I dropped one of my 2 batteries here, these things. And it's like, boom, all of a sudden it's dead. Like it just hit the ground, it's $100. And more importantly, now I'm on this live shoot and I'm like at 70% power. You know what I mean? So the stakes are a little.
These ones are even more.
Which one? I think I was looking at that one online. What's the brand?
I think it's like 250 or something. It was crazy. MOMAN. It works really good though. Yeah. But what I like about it is it has maybe, I know that those ones don't, but sorry, this is probably not what you want to be doing on your show. But it has 2 of these.
That's okay. I've been geeking out on my my.
Oh, what are they? I've even forgotten. I haven't used my cameras in so long, but it has 2 of these.
Oh yeah.
What do you call those, Ian? There's a name for them. And there's 2 of those plus a USB.
It's a particular plug, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So I usually plug in my monitor to one, my camera on the other, and then whatever I charge.
And how long does that give you in terms of?
A long time. I mean, God, I wish I had some numbers for you, but I remember I've charged this and used it all day with the monitor. And the monitor sucks a lot of juice. It's just a crummy monitor, but it's like.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
But it would be a day easy, and it's got this little indicator thingy majiggy, which is interesting.
Yeah, for me, it's
also much the way.
Especially when I go to London and Paris, when I'm like doing a big trip, I try to go as light as I can, so that even those batteries for me are too heavy.
Yeah. Well, even the one you showed, those are pretty substantial big batteries.
Yeah, it's a, what is it called?
Adds up.
It's a NP. All the Canon ones use that now.
Yeah, I have one right. Those are good.
I was trying to run everything, my camera and my monitor, and it didn't work right.
Yeah, you would. I think you'd need to swap those. Well, you'd know more than me, but I bet you'd need to swap them a bunch of times. That big one is great, but yeah, it adds up. You got your gear, your little sled, your camera, and all that stuff, and it's like
even that's pretty heavy, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. Those things are pretty substantial.
Yeah,
I have one for a sled too that I like. It just clips into this sort of like cheap kind of sled thing.
Yeah.
But, I know that's expensive. I've got a 6K. What do you call that company? Anyway, it's a 6K 35 mil cinema camera, but the camera says
what brand is it? What brand is it? Black Magic?
No, it's not. No, I didn't have that much money. It was why can't I think of this right now? It's a box camera. It's what the hell's it called? Anyways, whatever. But I have the lenses I have are cheap.
Nikon.
No, it's
red.
It's not red. No, I don't have a red or a Black Magic.
So what are you shooting? What are you shooting on film then, or
nothing
on video?
I was really into it for a while, and then shit happened. Other things happened. And
okay, where is it? Is it close by? I want to see it now.
Yeah, okay, I'll just an offer. It'll take like 2 seconds. It's nothing. It's not like what you got.
All right. Well, Dagon's off doing his stuff. This was the find of my trip. I know this is being reissued, right? Does anyone know? Jason or Concert Buddy. I don't know who's reissuing it anyway. But this is the original UK version, the mono, and I kind of debated it for quite a while and haggled for quite a while, and yep, and it sounds fucking amazing, absolutely great. I got a good deal for it too. Okay, what you got? What do you got for me?
It's a Z-Cam.
Oh yes,
It's a weird one though. This is an E2 F6, so it's 6K, but it's 35 mil.
yeah. It's
it's a different one.
The problem with hey Rich, the problem with that one is that it really eats into your hard drive, right? Like you need a lot of memory.
Yeah, I have it has a CF card, which I don't know what you're at when you're ProRes RAW onto that thing. I don't know, maybe you get it like half an hour, but sometimes I use this.
Yeah.
Do you get problems with speeds with this? I find people can say that if transferring it live, but I've never had an issue ever.
What's the make? Mine's a Samsung.
Well, this is probably the typical.
Never had a problem.
But this will store a crap load of stuff. But yeah, there's people online, all these like fancy people going, oh, the transfer speeds and stuff. It's like, yeah, you're like doing this professionally. You've never had a problem.
These ones are really nice. Those are the ones that I used for the shootout in Nanaimo.
Oh yeah,
and those are quite nice, but they're expensive. Like
this is like
4 terabytes. 500 Canadian dollars.
Well, that's good for you. I mean, like I'm just screwing around. If you're doing something professionally and something happens, you're hooked, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I kind of missed all this, and Rich and you guys are probably going to get annoyed, but so you moved to France?
Just for the year.
Yeah. No, I follow you on Instagram, but I guess I didn't read that part.
I haven't really been posting so much.
Yeah, I don't go on there too much myself. I got like 6 posts. The things I have though that I don't like on this camera, sorry I interrupted you, are these Rokinon lenses. They're pretty good, but they're cheap lenses, right? Rokinon. Do you rent lenses, or do you have some nice ones you bought? Or?
I what do I normally do?
I know a lot of the big companies just rent that crap because it's so expensive.
I normally have like 2 or 3 that I own, and then I get like the spendy ones, the Canon ones.
Yeah, those are lots.
The nice cinema lenses, the prime lenses. So I own about 3 of those, and then I have the cheap ones that that I just buy from Korea and China.
Yeah, so
but I usually use on my Sony, right? So,
do you have like autofocus stuff, or is it all manual?
Both.
Mine's all manual, which is fun, but
yeah, the more I shoot, the less I use autofocus. It's got really great image quality, right? In the monitor, you see the peaking and everything, and you can hit it without any problem. So
the thing I like about this,
as opposed to sitting there and putting your pressing your button to try to get the auto thing to work, it's like it's a pain in the ass.
I was just gonna say the thing I like this too, if to hard sell it, is that maybe I don't know about what you have, but the interface, the web interface for that and the app is just killer. You just connect to it in like seconds on your Wi-Fi. It becomes a Wi-Fi device. There's a little antenna here. So I don't even need a monitor. It'll just stream it up to one of my devices in seconds, and it's flawless. That's
No,
so I use my big iPad or something but I don't never do it.
I haven't fiddled around with that. I think if I was on a single shoot and I did an interview, that maybe I'd be maybe.
You can have it as a monitor or something, or a control.
Yeah. But my monitor is pretty big right on my camera. It's all downstairs. I was ordering batteries and shit all day today, actually. So it's all set up downstairs,
So when did you get to France? Just recently? Or?
So yeah, kind of early June, and then just did some summer stuff. Went to the beach. Usual summery stuff, family stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm just on leave, right, for the year. So, but yeah, I don't know. Comma. But yeah, I don't want to go back. You know.
I don't. I wanted to move to Portugal and places like that, but actually, I was talking to Loki about that because a lot of people over there vacation in Portugal and stuff. But apparently, it's very hot now. Well, I mean, it's always very hot, but
It was really bad. We were near Bordeaux, and there were a couple nights where it was like 30 Celsius at night, and there were tons of fires down in Spain, and so it's a little freaky. Yeah, it's a little concerning.
yeah.
But
I don't know if I can handle that. When I was
what's going on with the whole Trump and Canada thing these days? Not to kind of go down that rabbit hole too much, but
I wouldn't know. I don't watch the news.
you don't watch the news. Good idea.
Yes.
I just know that really, one of the things that happened was literally, I think we arrived and Trump said 2 or 3 things about Canada, some crazy shit about Canada, and the Canadian dollar like dumped like 5%. So everything here got 5% more expensive, like literally the week that we arrived.
Seriously?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well,
I really
it wasn't just that, because also money's leaving the States, right, and going into the EU. So the value of the euro is going up, right? So everything's heading in the wrong direction as far as my pocketbook is concerned, you know. So
yeah, I know. Well, this being here, well, same with Toronto or anywhere, but in Vancouver, it's just insane. Like my groceries went up. Like I used to spend maybe $50-$60 for the 2 of us, and now it's easy $150. I mean, not to babble about groceries all day, but yeah, it's just this country is like I don't know. My job isn't terrible, and I can't afford it. So it's.
No, I hear you.
Hey, want to see some cool records that Chauncey gave me?
Go for it.
I know this isn't a record show, but I just had it quickly.
No, I got a couple things I might show.
Oh yeah, I'll be quick.
That doesn't work, does it?
But you don't have to.
Neither does that.
Don't worry about it. They're just they're all Lalo Schifrin records. So I got Enter the Dragon, Lalo Schifrin, who just died.
Why can't I make you big? I'm useless today, aren't I?
Don't worry about it. Just leave it the way it was. I know I went on a stream a while ago. It was mine, and I couldn't get anything to work. I think Paul was trying to come on, and I couldn't even get him up. It was like ridiculous. It was that crazy old man with a hat trying to run the internet.
Kind of
Lalo.
It's Thief. Is that classical or what's going on there?
No, they're all movie soundtracks mostly. I wasn't really familiar with this one, but this is Bruce Lee. They're all Lalo Schifrin arranged.
What kind of music is the soundtrack to Enter the Dragon? Is it a bit kind of wow, wow, wow?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much an hour of that. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Cool Hand Luke.
Oh yeah, cool.
My girlfriend really likes them.
Yeah.
This is new. I think this is a Sun Ra Batman kind of thing.
Oh yeah, classic.
See, there's nothing to really say about any of these. Really, they're cool though. I mean, I really like Lalo Schifrin, and there's another one, Cincinnati Kid. And the last one is Mannix for all you oldsters out there. That's too old for me even.
So where did you get these from?
Chauncey, that guy, friend of mine. He used to hang around maybe Rachel's show and a few others. But
is he in the States or?
Yeah, it's a good friend of mine in Los Angeles. He knows Rob, like he knows Wax and all those guys pretty well. Jim Record Collector News, all those guys.
Yeah.
But I think he had. Yeah, but I think he had got a box set or something. So like, they showed up at my door one day. That was super nice of him.
Cool. Here, let me show you. Let's see what else I got. This was pretty freaky. This is actually on the surface, right? Pretty well known LP. Do you have that one, John?
I don't think I have that. I know I used to have it, but I don't own that though. You wouldn't buy it for me. You did buy me a record when I saw you, but
I don't think it was that one. No. I don't remember why I got you, but that's a UK cover. But the LP is actually an American one.
Oh, Riverside.
Yeah, so
Cool.
yeah, U.S. Stereo Press and UK Sleeve is yeah. So that was kind of
You know what you got to get me a lot of now are those BYG actual records. I'll pay you double. I can't find them anywhere ever. And then I look at streams like who was it lately? I think it was Brad on the Instagram. I think he owns every one. He's got like hundreds of
like
them.
the originals.
I think a lot of them are, yeah. But I'm just like drooling at them because I love those records. I don't care who the artist is. I love those things.
The reissues I find are quality is very mixed. I'm trying to be nice.
I think the originals too. I mean, and I heard from Waxton people that they didn't really pay their people very well and stuff like that. But I like the setup though. A lot of the live performances, maybe they sound crummy, but I think they're pretty fun. But,
what are you getting paid? They're not paying me enough. What? let's talk with this.
I don't know.
Turn up the reverb, man.
I remember the story I read once about Carlos Alomar playing with James Brown, and he made a little flub on stage, and he got his paycheck. Speaking of pay, and he was docked like $200. It was like actually like it was like line item, like mistake, $200 off your paycheck. And apparently Alomar, the stories, he walked out of there and went and worked with Bowie for several years after that. But he was just like, screw you, bye. Wow. And everyone makes mistakes live. Come on, man.
How to make friends in the industry, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I guess
well, you know what it's like in Canada. Canada's such a small country that like you don't pay people properly or you treat them poorly on a shoot or any kind of gig. It's like,
yep.
Have you got that Cannonball one, Quintet?
No, I really like Cannonball Adderley though.
Yeah, this is pretty funky. I think it's from '72.
I've never seen this ever.
Honestly. Yeah, I've never seen it either. It's called Pyramid. Sorry, '74. It's on Fantasy.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen it.
You know, it's that I think Record Day they reissued two of Cannonball's kind of 73, 74. They were really expensive, right, for us. I think they were like starting at $60 or something.
Yeah, like everything.
You know, $20 or something. But that's pretty fun. That's
what's great about Canadians though. Like whenever you find a record anywhere in the world, it's cheap because you can spend in like $70 for a tone poet here. It's like
really, I'm not spending that much for tone poets in Toronto. No, you can find them in Toronto for, you know, between 40 and 50, between 35 and 50. Yeah, I've never paid more than $45, $50 for a tone.
I got most of mine off Amazon when I was stupid. Well, more stupid.
When you were stupid? Are you at your stupid phase?
Oh, no, more stupid. You know, it's Felipe's fault. I was blaming him because they used to start all their shows in the jazz bands. Buy the tone poets, and me being a lemming, I went and bought all the tone poets, and I don't even like some of them. But yeah, they're between like 50.
Aren't you in marketing too?
Yeah. So where are you in France?
You know what I was going to do, John? I was going to see if but I think this might be dangerous, actually. I was going to show the entire documentary film about Rachel's ghost with you here today. But I was just going to get the slider and go and pull it all the way across. What do you think? Do you think I should do it?
You do whatever you want. It's your show. I'm just here to annoy people.
Okay, hang on. If I disappear,
it's my show. I'm
then
taking over.
Exactly. I didn't even have to finish that sentence. Hang on a second. Window. Maybe it's a window. Is it a window? Oh, here we go.
I think it's share window, share screen.
I think I have a cheapo version of StreamYard.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. It's crazy. Like if you spend to get an extra camera, even I think it's $80 Canadian.
You know, how much did you ever pay for StreamYard before?
Yeah, I had the $40. I think I still have the $40 one, but it won't allow you to do a lot of things. Like I had 2 cameras set up once as a free thing, but then once it rolled over, it was $80 to have like I had a camera out my window here, and then me if people got bored of me. But it's like I'm not paying $80. But yeah, the cheapest one I think is like $40 Canadian or something. And there's nothing wrong with the little duck on your screen. It's kind of cute.
Okay. All right.
You
We
really
got
know
it, right?
this? Are we gonna get arrested for this?
No, I own this.
Yeah.
But here, why don't
Should I plug?
what are we gonna call this? What does Mazzy do? He does that kind of whack-a-mole?
Whack-a-mole, yeah.
Yeah. We could do that. I could just like fast forward and stop, and then you could tell me what's going on in the film. How about that?
I don't know.
We could play it, and you and I could play different roles. We could take different parts, and we can just kind of do like lip reading or something.
Like Foley stuff? I don't know.
There you go.
Whoa. I'm going to have a seizure or something. I think I saw Jade in there. Is there wax in there? I think I saw wax.
Yeah.
You just done it all with wax. Oh, no. There's a clip for you.
Looking at the screen there. That's what else? Oh yeah, there's Jade. Yeah.
I haven't seen her around in a long time. Oh no, AGK. Oh geez.
There you go.
I remember watching that show of Rachel's when AGK came on with the naked avatars, and I was like, what?
Well, we do have that. Like the second day that we were shooting, I think he came on in cyber drag or whatever he's calling it.
That's what I am in right now, actually.
Just from the waist below, though, right?
It's that Ontario humor, right? That's what we
now know. I know what to send you for Christmas, John.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Ed's got it. Whack a frame.
Good one.
No. Let's go back to records. Shall we go back to records? Let me see what else I got here.
Yeah, sure. That was fun though. When are you releasing that thing?
My guy's doing the music for it rather.
Okay.
And so he's going to share another cut with me this weekend.
You're not just going to play Tiny Tim throughout the whole thing?
Is there Tiny Tim all the way through it?
I'm going to play the Tiny Tim for the soundtrack, maybe.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
I'm not making fun of your show. I'm just thinking this input.
No, you can make fun of it. For sure you can make fun of it.
I wouldn't do that with friends. You bought me a record.
Others will make fun of it.
Anyone who buys me a record gets...
I think I did have a chat with someone online once, and no names mentioned, and I was slightly perturbed because like one of the last exchanges we have is with this fellow VC type was he was making the point that, well, when the film comes out, you're going to be known as the kind of the Rachel's Ghost documentary film guy. Are you you do know that you're going to be painted with that. You do know that, and at the time I kind of thought, oh, well, whatever. But after we hung up afterwards, I thought he had a point there. I don't know.
Can I even say this? Are you like the Lenny Riefenstahl of the VC? Oh, the channel shut down. Oh.
That's awesome.
Sorry, Greg. I did not mean that at all. It's early.
It takes a lot or a little to offend me. But that was
yeah,
former, not the latter. Did you buy any of these new reissues?
No, but I have that record, but I don't have a reissue.
That's great, huh? It's great.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
but it sounds really nice.
I got a crappy stereo. I don't really.
It sounds really nice. I was impressed. It was a second hand, but so I got a good deal with it for it.
That's nice.
But,
yeah, I like that record.
I haven't
bought records in a while because I kind of got to the point I don't even know what I have. I don't have very much on Discogs, and I've actually repurchased things, and I'm sure we all do that, but it's like
I think you did when we went rock.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I think it was that. Yeah, it was.
He emailed me or texted me like 2 weeks later. It's like, oh yeah, that thing that was going on about. I already had a copy of it.
It was. Who the hell was it? It was.
You remember?
Chico Hamilton, I think.
Was
'Cause
it?
I've got like 3 of one of his records.
I think so. I think you said, oh yeah, I bought one off of Rob, and
Yeah, I had bought one from Rob. I think I bought another one.
here's some cheap heat. This one, I don't have a lot of Les McCann.
Oh yeah, I like him. Yeah, I got a lot of his stuff.
But this one is great. It really swings. It's kind of soulful, funky, but it's just really, really fun. What year is that from? I just listened to it last night.
Cool.
I didn't pay much for it at all. This is an English version as well, I think.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I was just listening to one of his records yesterday, and can I think of what it was? Fontana.
Let's see what year that is. I haven't really done too much research on these yet.
It's a nice album. It looks like it's bomb-proof.
It's shiny.
It's shiny, but it looks thick.
Look
like
how shiny it is.
Oh. Wow.
Shiny.
It's like a record I bought off Rob once. His big selling line. I forget who it was, but it was like this man and this woman hugging. He's like, "You have to buy this. They're so in love." And I was like, "Okay, I bought it." He said it about 10 times. Finally, I sprung for it. Okay,
you're such a good consumer. So I didn't know that about you. You're easily duped.
Yeah,
duped.
You got all these Ethiopian accounts and things that I'm. Prince of Ethiopia owes me a few bucks. No, I don't know. I'm just kind of getting old, I guess. I forget I have things.
Yeah. Do you listen to them?
I'm easily duped.
Do you listen to them back to back? You've got like 2 copies, and then you play one, and then you go away and you play the other one. You forgot.
I've never done that ever. The only thing I've ever done that with was with Master of Reality, because I have a poster original OG one, and I have a newer one, but I've done that once in my life.
Yeah.
I don't have the equipment. My gear is crap. So
you should do a embarrassment shootout where you play.
That's just me.
They play the 2 albums, the similar albums, but they're not because you want to tell the difference between them. It's just because you've forgotten that you already had it.
Yeah, I'm gonna A/B these records for no reason at all, just because I want to play them both. They sound the same to me. It's like that. It reminds me of that Chris Elliott thing on Letterman once, and he's doing product reviews and about the same to me. He has like 3 vegetable oils, and it's obviously not a vegetable oil. He stands there in his lab coat and he drinks all of them right down. I don't know how he did it, even though it's just water. And then he finishes all this vegetable and he goes, "Dave, I can't tell the difference." And he drunk like all 3 like 4-liter things.
He had like a recurring role, didn't he?
Yeah,
he was like a man under the stairs or something for a while.
Yeah, that was the original. One of the original things he did was the Man Under the Stairs, and there was Liquidator Man or whatever. He flew down from the sky on wires and like cables.
Ha! Says, who's the John channel? Do we know?
That's me. I've logged in as my wrong self. I think I have 2 YouTube channels for no reason. They're both got crap on them.
This is a very strange stream we're having, isn't it? It's like
Well, I literally woke up and it popped up on my iPad. Oh, Greg's on, so I kind of rubbed my eyes off.
Well, we know who this fellow is. No,
Marty,
sweetie. Marty should come up if he's awake.
He was driving yesterday. I'm not sure where he is.
Oh, he was.
But sometimes he's not driving. Sometimes he's stationary. Like when you're getting gas. Oh yeah, did I tell you that? My dad gave me a 2005 Ford Focus wagon.
What?
Yeah, he gave me his car.
A Ford Focus wagon.
So like now I just need like the Kleenex box in the back, like the old people do. Yeah.
You don't really need it. You're in downtown Vancouver, right? You don't need to.
Really
Sorry,
I feel bad.
You're in British Columbia. Sorry.
I'm in Vancouver. Seymour
Where do you
Street.
drive? Where do you drive? I guess you go over to Vancouver Island and.
I've only had it a few months, but yeah, what do you do with it? Like, that's why I got rid of my other one. I mean, I haven't had a car in 12, 15 years, something like that. But I was getting to the point here that because the parking's so bad, I'd find a good parking spot, and I would come out. I got to go somewhere and be like, I'm just going to leave that because I don't want to lose my parking spot. And I was like, why do I have this stupid thing? So, but now I haven't.
Did I tell you I live not far from where you are but it was down the downtown east side.
Oh yeah, that's not far.
And it was still like really close to Hastings in Maine, which for those folks who don't know Vancouver, it's kind of a little bit of a sad, unfortunate war zone down there. And I was down there I used to leave my car on the street too, and every week something would get stolen from it. Like every single week I'd come in, but I swear I had some speakers in here. The next week it's kind of like there are no cassettes in here. And then the next week, but I was like 20. I was fucking stupider than I am now, even if you can believe that.
That happened to me a lot too. And my other car, I used to have I was parked up in Mount Pleasant, but I had the weirdest story because I had the nicest criminals ever. Like I had some change in my thing, so they broke in and stole the change, which is my fault. I'm an idiot. But I had a fully open, almost Coke can on the passenger seat, which is stupid to be in. It's kind of like propped there, like it was like full almost. And I guess I just left it. Anyways, I come back. The car's been broken into, but they slid the window down. And it's an old car, so you could do that. They gently moved the can, stole what they stole, put the can back, because they would have had to move the can to get into my glove box and stuff. I was like, wow, these guys are pretty nice. It didn't break my window, and they just stole some like 50 cents. I was like,
came back, and it was still nice and fresh and bubbly.
Yeah, they'd done some freshening and cleaning. But I was like, wow, these guys are nice criminals. Like, you think they'd just like trash the thing and spill my pop? But it was like,
I think it was more like,
yeah. Oh God! Well, I didn't drink it later. I'm not that stupid.
That image is going to stick with you for the rest of the day. All day on Saturday, you're going to be like, oh God!
Thank you.
What a bastard!
And I woke up with a really awful song in my head too, and I can't think of what it was. Thank God. Well, this is fun. We got records. You're in France. A guy I work with, Ed White. He works out of France. He loves it there. He's in some small town in sort of the central France.
Yeah, same.
There's a few small towns there apparently.
There is, and it's cheap. There's a market twice a week where you go and buy a big size, cheese the size of your head for €4.
Wow. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, like he says stuff like that too. But you know what's neat about him too is he doesn't own the property, or maybe he does. Anyway, who cares? But he's finding stuff on his property because everything in Europe is so old. Yeah. But he was doing some gardening or something, and he found 2 bodies from like I don't know what they were, like 600 AD. They're not like Middle Ages, even they're like really old. Was there
any flesh on the bodies? Were they?
No, I don't think so. But he sent me pictures. They're on my work laptop, where I'd show you because they're really neat. But they were excavating his backyard basically, and he's like,
"I think you're making this up. You're not allowed to send pictures of dead people on the internet, are you?"
It's true. Well, next time I'll find them. They're on my laptop. Shut off here, but he always finds stuff. And the other thing that he does is he drives around to these construction sites wherever he is in France. And people find stuff. It's kind of insidious and whatnot, but they don't want to get permits and things. So with these people find stuff, they give this stuff to Ed. So he'll drive by with his truck and they'll find some old like brickwork or stonework or something. And it's obviously really old. They just give it to Ed and he drives it off and he puts it in his yard. But apparently some of the stuff is like, they're finding, and they probably should be like reporting it. Like it's maybe not some significant fine, but it's stuff, right? But they're just like, kind of like, But he says, John, like I've got so much stuff in my backyard, I can pull the structure.
Yeah, speaking of, when we arrived, they're doing the road. They're digging it up and putting in new mains and everything for the plumbing, and so they had to kind of drill down some holes to figure out where the plumbing was going in and out of people's homes. And so when we arrived, there were all these holes outside of our house here because they couldn't find where our toilets are going to. They couldn't find the exit.
Because they're like
So
400-year-old pipes.
so we're not on the city or the little we're in the little village, right? But we're not on the mains, right? So but we don't know where our exits are going to.
Interesting.
Little
I guess they could do some sort of like LiDAR scanner or some weirdness, but that costs
put
money.
a snake down the toilet and just
Yeah. You just see where it goes.
will you?
It goes under the English Channel, and then I don't know.
Well, because we're kind of surrounded by other structures, right? So I'm like, is it underneath there? And it's a little, I don't know. It's weird. So can we go back to the dead people story? So what was it? Was he like digging something up in his backyard, and all of a sudden?
Yeah, I don't really. There's not much to say. I mean, all that really happened was he. Yeah, somebody else should come. I have to go eat soon, but yeah, I think he was just screwing around in his backyard, digging stuff, like not very deep, but there was the actual thing that was dug was maybe only about that much. So I don't know how it could have been that old, but maybe they just got removed a lot of topsoil or something. But anyways, they were really old bodies, and it kind of wrecked his life for a while. Apparently, it was really cool, but then all these people kept showing up and doing all this work, and
like the archaeologists, the French archaeologists,
yeah.
So I guess it's backyard.
I guess it's interesting, but yeah, he's found all sorts of stuff. He says there's like coins everywhere. I mean, I've never been to Europe. You have, but well, you're there right now. But he says like some of the hillsides, you just dig a little bit, you'll find like a Roman coin or something. They're worth nothing, he says, but they're all over the place.
John, can you make sense of this for me?
Have you ever nearly been? I could make sense of it, but I might get.
Or we can just do that.
It's a reference to another person who might or may not live in England, but someone who may have played or not have played with the Cure band. It's kind of an inside joke. I don't want to get anyone in trouble.
Oh wow, this is.
But I could tell you offline. It's funny.
Sounds dodgy. Sounds exciting. Sounds yeah.
You should get Marty up here because I got to go eat or I'm going to get in trouble.
All right, why don't you run? Yeah, I'm going to go for just a little bit longer, I think. Show the rest of my LPs, and if no one else shows up, I'm going to go and eat too. It's dinner time here. Hey, it's great to see you again, John. Let's do this again another time, huh?
Yeah, for sure. I have you in my notifications.
I'm so good at this, you know.
No, this is fun. I didn't eat much last night, so usually I can power through, but I'll tell you the Cure story on Instagram.
yeah, send me a note and update me on all the.
All right, thanks everyone for putting up with me.
See ya. Wow, well, that was fun, huh? This coded language. Anyway, if anyone else wants to come up, but otherwise, I'm going to plow through and show some other stuff that I got when I was in London. It's Marion Brown. This is actually a Japanese version. And so I think the guy sold it to me for a decent price, and then I went online and realized that it's a promo and that it's worth considerably more than what I paid for it. Holy. Why not? Why not indeed? Okay, so that was Marion Brown. What else do I got? It's all jazz, isn't it? Hope people like jazz here. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Okay. The Hino Quintet, Teru Masa Hino. This is stunning. This is a great, if you don't know jazz in Japan, this is a fabulous label. And not terribly cheap, but I got this for a good price at, where did I get this from? It's a Japanese record store in the flower market. The Vinyl Delivery Service. That's a weird name for a record store. VDS. Sounds like it burns, but anyway, that was a bad joke. But got a good deal on this. This is stunning. Stream this if you haven't heard it. It's a live LP, from 73. There we go. At Yubin Chokin Hall in Tokyo. And first, side A is a very quiet, very almost kind of free jazz. It's really fabulous. Side B is definitely wackier and crazier, but stunning album. Really quite stunning. In fact, I might go and play that in a little while. Well, that's the second time I've done that. What the hell is my problem? I just kind of try to move things around and then I don't know what I'm pressing. I'm not impressing, but then this is one that's kind of hard to find, actually. It's a great lineup. Dornham Cook, Leroy Vinegar, and Billy Higgins. This is an English version as well. Originally on Prestige. There's the lineup again. This is wonderful. It's a really great session. There's the labels for those of you who are geeks like me. Nice, really, really nice LP. I've never seen it in the wild before. I don't know. It's not cheap. I'm gonna say it's about $50 or something. Yeah, got a nice deal on that one. What else do I have here? This one I've been looking for ages. It's a real kind of early 70s kind of Herbie Hancock style funk jazz. And they've really popped up in price. I think kind of 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you could get this for $10, $15. And now these are going for these three. He's like three, right? Eddie Henderson, he's got three from that period. And I'm not sure if this is the earliest one. This is from 73. It could be, it's like 73, 74, 75, the three albums that kind of come out with the same kind of jazz funk style. Eddie Mopin is on this. Who else is, and Herbie Hancock is on that as well. There you go. Highly recommend. Okay. I think the third one in this series was reissued by Blue Note on their Blue Note Classic series. Does that sound about right, you guys? Let me know if you bought that one. I'll probably buy it when I head back to Canada. If I head back, I might not go back. I might just stay here. Life is good here. Life is good here. That's for sure. Okay, what else do I got? And I think that's about it. The Sonny Rollins is the best. Oh no, one last. And then this one I haven't seen around too much. Hannibal in Berlin. That's a live. It's a live LP. Let's pull it out. Let's see who's playing on it. Got this for a good deal. That's a German copy. West German copy. Okay, there's the lineup. George Adams, well known. Steve Neal, Alan Nelson, I've never heard of. Anyway, this really cooks. This is a great live session from what year? 1977, I'm going to say. My experience, MPS German copies are really, really fabulous. Super fabulous. Sound great. Anyhow, so that's about all I have for you. I think between the nice chat we've had with John and blowing through my update, my personal update, whizzing through the film, and sharing some of my LPs that I just bought in London. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well, and maybe I'll try to organize myself and figure out how to do streams another day. But anyway, hope everyone's doing well, and have a great weekend, everyone. Talk to you soon.